this morning is, what is it, January 11th.
11th,
yeah. Here come the celebrity birthdays for today.
Happy birthday.
I just saw him in The Time Machine. I like that movie. This is how he looks at 63. Happy birthday today, Rod Taylor. And he is the sole representative in the celebrity birthday file
Only
today.
person with a birthday. Only celebrity with a birthday today.
Apparently so. 6:22 now.
We'll check the weather and traffic in the next 10 minutes.
And we'll check the morning papers, too, when we return. Meantime, there it is back there. Popular on this date in 65, Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Life goes on day after day. Hearts torn in every way.
This is CLR. Clear, an amazing product that instantly dissolves calcium and lime stains that you can't scrub away. If your shower head is shooting everywhere but down, dip it in CLR and look at the difference. No amount of scrubbing was able to remove the stains from this coffee decanter, but a little CLR and water gets it crystal clean instantly. Watch how Clear wipes away hard water film from tile. Makes shower doors shine crystal clear. CLR instantly removes unsightly rust stains from your bathtub, sink, and toilet bowl. And nothing cleans your coffee maker, tea kettle, or pots and pans faster or better. Get CLR. It will work for you or your money back.
CLR is available at these fine stores. Please come see us at the Houseware Show in booth number N8070.
To demonstrate why Best Buy is a great place to buy a computer, we've shaved this man's head. Now, everyone knows that the brain is divided into two halves. The analytical side sees Best Buy's 0% financing, no payments or interest for 6 months on all computers. Meanwhile, our creative side is thinking about all the different things it gets to play with from this offer, like this Packard Bell 46SX with a 107 meg hard drive, 2 meg memory, a monitor, printer, and more. The left side notices that it all adds up to just $1548. Both sides are happy.
What's clear? Introducing new Crystal Clear Amoco Ultimate. What isn't? All other premium gasolines. What's clear? New improved Amoco Ultimate is the only premium refined an extra step to remove harmful impurities. The harmful impurities the other premiums leave in every tankful. What's clear? Why we do it. For unsurpassed performance and a cleaner environment. Crystal Clear. New Crystal Clear Amoco Ultimate.
So ferry, cross the Mersey, 'cause this land's the place I love, and here I'll stay, and here I'll stay.
Very soothing, very calming.
You like that?
I'm about to fall asleep.
Well, no, don't do that. But see, I feel like kind of a guy trying to win over another man's woman. I brought in my record collection, and you know, I know you and Art Norman are tight, but you know, I'm trying everything.
Keep trying, Bob.
6:25. Let's check the papers.
Going to work on Monday. Check it out. Got yourself a family.
Recommended reading for this Monday. Here we go.
All right. By the way, I'm having a great time.
Oh, all right. Getting somewhere now.
Let's go to the Sun-Times. Today, did you know today was National Clean Off Your Desk Day? Yes, there really is such a thing. It's organized by the National Association of Professional Organizers. And also, did you know that a survey of 2,000 executives showed a 10% waste in time and money just from looking for things? So there really is reason to clean up your desk. And one quote, which was kind of funny, is approach the task as if you were going to die tomorrow.
Well, if I try to do mine, I will.
Okay, the next one I got actually from last week's Newsweek, last week's Newsweek, but I really liked it. It's called Chilly Reception, and it's about the wonderful ice hotel. There really is an ice hotel made from snow and ice in northern Sweden, and you really do sleep on a bed of packed snow, and it's a very toasty 32 degrees in your room, and you can drink hot coffee or eat hot soup on an ice bar. The table is ice. Wouldn't you want to run away and go to the ice hotel?
Now, I read about one where you swim to your room. That was another one,
That's in the
right?
Keys. That's in the Keys.
This is
Quite
the new
the
trend?
opposite.
Yeah, is this the new fad?
I don't see why. Who would want to go there and get cold?
I'm not sure.
But it does melt away in April, so you have to go now.
And where is this one?
This is in, pronounce that. Jukkasjärvi?
Yeah.
Jukkasjärvi,
Yeah.
northern Sweden.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good to me.
Make the reservation.
Let's talk about this piece in the Daily Herald today. You know, I was thinking about this as I was watching the coverage over the weekend of this Palatine tragedy. Where is it? Right there. Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of whining from, mainly from TV news people, about how tight-lipped the Palatine police are and how the news people want more information. And, of course, the public wants to be reassured. But, you know, guess what? The Palatine police want to solve the crime. And this is an interesting article in the Daily Herald today about this conflict between giving out the information and also not jeopardizing the case. And as they point out in this piece here, law enforcement authorities point out the public disclosure of a key nugget of information often can make it harder to charge and prosecute a suspect. So I think what's happening here is with all the new aggressive, intense competition between the TV stations, radio stations, newspapers to a lesser extent, you know, everybody is after this stuff and forgets that, well, shouldn't the first priority be solve the crime and not jeopardize the case? I think so. And this is a good article about that in the Daily Herald. And you know, there's just too much TV news. You know, I mean,
Don't let the bosses hear that.
Let's keep it in perspective, though. And Alex Rodriguez and Terry Hackett at the Daily Herald, I think, do a nice job on that subject, which I started thinking about over the weekend when I heard some people on the air and off the air moaning and groaning because they're not getting enough information from these press conferences.
There was a lot of that, but it gets a little frustrating when you can't hear, I'm not going to comment on that, I can't say that, I can't do that, and I think a lot of the media are used to getting the news a lot quicker in certain instances. This is a major case, and granted, it does take more time.
We don't have to go there and cover all the stuff. I mean, they should run the show the way they want there in Palatine, and I think
they're doing it.
I think they're doing a good job, and I say be as tight-lipped as you want there. Do the job. That's the most important thing. All right, weather, traffic, and today's sports headlines, and the rest of the news when we come back.
And our morning cup of coffee with a special guest.
Keeping tabs on the industry czars. There's Arlington's Dick Duchessois, tireless, spirited, still runs 6 furlongs in front of the pack, carries a lucky penny. Bernie Brennan led a $4 billion buyout, has a photographic memory and a broad competitive streak. And Leslie Hindman, warm, funny, offbeat, a new breed entrepreneur, hates golf. Not peas in a pod, these three, except for the paper they feed on. Crane's Chicago Business, where the who's who read what's what.
When they met, Jules was 60 and Bobby was 20.
Believe me, it was the best sex I've ever had.
Now she's 42, he's 82, and 20 years after their wedding, they're still going at it.
How many times do you have sex?
At least twice a week. And in the beginning, it was 3 times a day.
Julie's 99, Rhonda's 37, and they're also happily married.
I want to be with them all the time.
She says, my husband's 99 years young. Next, Sally. Sally Jesse Raphael, Monday at 2 on Channel 5.
This moment in Super Bowl history is sponsored by your local Ford dealer.
Super Bowl 26, the Redskins beat Buffalo and never let the Bills sack Mark Rippon, tying the Super Bowl record. What Super Bowl saw the fewest sacks by both teams? The answer after this message. Your Ford dealers have unlocked the secret to driving, and it's going to change the way you think about sports cars. Introducing the all-new 1993 Ford Probe, completely redesigned to give you the ultimate in performance and the ultimate in style. With a bold new look, a 24-valve V6, anti-lock brakes, and a new interior that wraps around you. It's also the only car in its class that comes with an airbag. The all-new 1993 Ford Probe. Once you get in, you won't want to get out. Only at your local Ford dealer. Super Bowl 15. The Raiders beat the Eagles, but these two teams together managed only one sack, a Super Bowl record, as both offensive lines kept their quarterbacks protected. For the 80 Eagles and Raiders, a page in the Super Bowl record book.
That's the pitch we're in this morning. That's the pitch. It's band practice over there at Maine South. We'll be there with the coffee cam shortly. Welcome back to First Thing in the Morning. It's 6:32 now. I'm Bob Serrato.
I'm Jackie Bange, sitting in for Allison Rosati.
And let's check the weather first off. 28, the temperature along the lakefront here at the beautiful Jim Hill Plaza. And temperature-wise will be okay today, up into the lower 30s. No more snow for a while anyway. They say it may start up again, though, later on this evening. The complete weather forecast coming up at 6:45. In the Monday headlines, Palatine police say the investigation of 7 people murdered in a fast food restaurant has expanded beyond present and former employees of that restaurant. Kuwait is protesting an Iraqi commando raid into Kuwait that made off with some missiles. And coming up in sports, highlights of the Los Angeles Kings victory over the Blackhawks and the NFL playoff action coming up.
Well, let's take a look at the rush hour. Scott Childers of Metro Traffic.
And good morning, Jackie. Well, not a lot of rushing going on depending on where you're at. Couple of off-expressways problems right now. Northbound Route 83 in Elmhurst, just north of St. Charles. Watch out for an accident there. That's in the right lane. Minor delays into that accident site. Meanwhile, northbound Tri-State also building right now from into 95th Street, I should say. Left lane is still blocked with some construction there. Then it's tied into the 83rd Street Toll Plaza. Inbound northwest, little stop and go, Roselle to Meacham. Then again approaching the Des Plaines Oasis. Really no problems on the inbound side of the Kennedy, though outbound slow Diversity out to Nagel, and then again from the Tri-State out to Mannheim. 36 already out to the airport. About a 30-minute trip on the inbound side. Inbound Cal also very jammed right now. 115th to Michigan Avenue. Accident there in the right lane to watch out for. That's a look at Metro Traffic, and I'm Scott Childers. Jackie?
Thank you, Scott. Palatine police remain silent today about their investigation into the murders of 7 fast food restaurant employees. Although authorities refuse to confirm it, Channel 5 News has learned that detectives have questioned 22-year-old Martin Blake. He is a resident of Elgin who worked at Brown's Chicken and Pasta, where the weekend murders occurred. Blake's neighbors report he was taken into custody by police at gunpoint outside his home Saturday morning. But Palatine police are now saying the investigation has expanded beyond present and former Brown employees.
6:34 now. Palatine Village President Rita Mullins says offers of help for the victims' families have been flooding into her office, and a fund for funeral and other expenses will be established today at Suburban National Bank in Palatine. The victims include 2 Palatine high school students, 16-year-old Michael Castro and 17-year-old Rico Solis. Also killed were restaurant owners Richard and Lynn Ehlenfeld of Arlington Heights and Palatine residents Guadalupe Maldonado, Thomas Menes, and Marcus Nelson.
It's back to school for students at the Grass Lake School in Antioch. The teachers' strike there has ended. Negotiators for the teachers and School District 36 agreed to a new 3-year contract late last night. The walkout last week affected some 280 students.
A man police say is responsible for a series of rapes in the far west side Austin neighborhood is due in court for a bond hearing this morning. 31-year-old Edward Hanks is charged with 5 counts of aggravated sexual assault. He was arrested over the weekend after one of the victims spotted him on the street. Police say Hanks served time in prison for a previous rape conviction.
Kuwait says a United Nations commander is requesting a meeting with Iraq today over an Iraqi raid into Kuwait. Some 200 Iraqis in civilian clothes crossed into Kuwait Sunday, seized 4 missiles and other weapons, and returned to Iraq with them. There were no shooting or casualties, and it's not clear if there is any connection between the raid and Iraq's withdrawal of missiles from a no-fly zone in southern Iraq.
It's 6:36. Doctors at the University of Pittsburgh early this morning completed the controversial transplant of a baboon liver into a 62-year-old man. The patient in the nearly 14-hour operation was dying of hepatitis B. That's a virus that destroys the liver. The first human recipient of a baboon liver was a man who died in September after living 70 days with that transplant.
President-elect Bill Clinton will be focusing on health care today by meeting with top advisors in Little Rock. Clinton says solving the soaring cost of health care is critical to solving the country's broad economic problems. During the campaign, Clinton pledged to unveil a health care reform package within 100 days of his administration. Yesterday, he offered an emotional farewell to his fellow parishioners at the Emmanuel Baptist Church. He thanked the congregation for, in his words, making me feel at home here, even in the darkest days of my campaign.
6:37, Channel 5 Sports. The Kings beat the Blackhawks 5-4 at the stadium last night. Despite that loss, Steve Larmer reached his 900th career point with a first-period assist. And later, Larmer scored a goal. That was number 396. Football, Miami against Buffalo and Dallas against San Francisco is the way it'll shape up for the NFL Conference title games next weekend. Miami advanced Sunday by blanking San Diego 31-zip. Dan Marino threw 3 touchdown passes following 3 pass interceptions by the Dolphins defense. Earlier, Dallas took care of Philadelphia 34-10. Troy Aikman throwing 2 touchdown passes. Emmitt Smith ran for 114 yards and 1 touchdown. The Dallas defense sacked Eagle quarterback Randall Cunningham 5 times. And this will be the only news program over the weekend, since last week, that didn't mention Mike Ditka once. Oop. Well, I guess I just did.
You blew it.
Yeah. By the way, couldn't that have been a better, more effective use of Ditka on Saturday Night Live? They used him, as we predicted here, they used him in that Superfan sketch, but it wasn't funny, was it? No, I mean, you've got Ditka there. Why not use him and have him do something better than that?
Yeah, NASA didn't work.
Yeah, what was that? I don't know. Coming up, the latest from the overseas financial markets. It's a good thing those people who do that program don't watch this show. So
Plus the traffic update and the morning's top news stories. Right now, the traveler's forecast.
Hi, I'm Phil Rizzuto for the Money Store with some good news and bad news about the economy. First, the good news. Many experts believe a recovery has begun. And the bad news, interest rates are expected to head higher soon. So if you're thinking about a home equity loan, now is the time to lock in a low fixed rate at the Money Store for 15, even 25 years. A low fixed rate that will never go up. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES before interest rates move higher. That's the Money Store at 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Hey, Miss Bradley, where'd you get that beautiful smile?
The Family Dental Center. I work days, so I need a dentist who's available nights and weekends.
Convenience and low fees. National average for cleaning and exam is $63, hour fee $39. Crown national average $459, hours $320. Denture Reline national average $175, hours $110. Call about other dental services at the Family Dental Center, located in 7 Chicagoland Sears stores.
Save that beautiful smile.
I like to eat junk food just like the next person.
Eating your right foods and brushing your teeth.
Health Watch on Channel 5.
I try to stay healthy.
Where Chicago turns for the latest in health information.
The preventions, the causes.
We'd all be healthier.
Joan Esposito and the Channel 5 News team. Health Watch every day on the Channel 5 News.
When your bathroom scale gains more weight than you, it gets harder to read than the fine print on your mortgage, and doesn't even offer emotional support, it's time to get a Health-O-Meter professional. It gives you physician scale quality for a lifetime of accuracy and durability. The Health-O-Meter professional. Other scales just don't measure up. Right now, get up to $10 worth of SlimFast coupons and selected Health-O-Meter scales.
It's the biggest appliance sale in America at the biggest appliance and electronics superstore. It's the National Home Appliance Sale at Sears Brand Central. America's favorite brands are on sale. Kenmore, GE, Whirlpool, KitchenAid. And many items are at their lowest price ever, like this large capacity Kenmore 6-cycle washer and matching dryer. Save $80 on the pair. Get to the biggest appliance sale in America, the National Home Appliance Sale at Sears Brand Central.
You can count on me, Sears Home and Company.
Are they playing? Are they playing?
I think they are. We just couldn't hear.
Are they playing?
Audio.
Are they playing now? There they are. All right, it's Maine South, the band getting ready to go to Washington, D.C. We'll take a coffee break with the guy in charge coming right up here on Channel 5 first thing in the morning at 6:42. Scott Childers in the Metro traffic bunker this morning. Let's find out if there's any need to hunker down today. Scott?
I've got my helmet on, Bob. I hope you like it. It looks very fashionable for this Monday. We are seeing some problems already. Right now, northbound Route 83 still have that accident north of St. Charles. That's in the right lane to watch out for. Meanwhile, also problems on the roadways as well. Inbound Calumet loads in heavy, 111th all the way into Michigan Avenue. Right lane, there's an accident there to watch out for. Meanwhile, outbound Kennedy slows Diversey out to Nagel, then again from the Tri-State to Mannheim. 36 minutes on the outbound side. Inbound's tight as you approach this junction. That's about 28 right now. 40 on the inbound Ike, building in from the Tri-State through the avenues. And the Stevenson, about 40 minutes in from the Tri-State. Just normal delays on the tollways right now. And CTA, Metro, and Pace are on time. That's a look at Metro traffic, and I'm Scott Childers. Back to you, Jackie.
Thank you, Scott. Topping our news, many questions and few answers in the murders of 7 fast food restaurant employees in Palatine. Although police refuse to confirm it, Channel 5 News has learned that detectives have questioned 22-year-old Martin Blake. Blake lived in Elgin and once worked at Brown's Chicken and Pasta, the place where the murders happened over the weekend. Blake's neighbors say police took him into custody at gunpoint Saturday morning. But Palatine police now are saying the investigation has expanded beyond present and former employees. United Nations workers say they tried to block hundreds of Iraqis from taking weapons from Kuwait. A UN spokesman says 200 Iraqis in civilian clothes crossed the border yesterday and seized 4 missiles and other weapons. No one was injured in the confrontation. The area used to be a part of Iraq, and the UN gave Iraq until January 15th to retrieve some equipment, but that did not include weapons. The latest numbers from the financial markets. The dollar is lower against Western currencies this morning. Gold was down 75 cents at the London morning fixing at $328.40 an ounce. In Tokyo, the dollar closed down fractionally from Friday's close at 125.36 yen. For the latest in local business news, here's Mark Horning of Crane Chicago Business.
People's Gas Company is fighting with its insurance carrier over who's liable for last winter's deadly explosion on the near northwest side. Associated Electric and Gas Insurance Services insists it won't cover damages if Peoples is found liable for the blast that killed 4 people and destroyed 18 buildings. Last week, the National Transportation Safety Board found the utility maintained inadequate training and emergency procedures prior to the January 17th explosion. The conclusions are not admissible as evidence in court, but they provide grist for 3 cases pending in Cook County Circuit Court that seek punitive damages from the utility. Local developer Stein & Company has placed an industrial park near Midway Airport in bankruptcy. The 843,000 square foot park at 4800 South Central is nearly 90% leased. But the move is seen as a defensive measure that will keep the property from being seized by its principal lender, Barclays Bank. And finally, owners of a relatively new loop high-rise have surrendered virtually all of their ownership interest to a Japanese partner. In a reorganization, Taisei America Corporation increased its stake in the 225 West Wacker building to more than 95%. Palmer Group of Chicago, which had been co-owner, retains leasing and management responsibility. For Crane Chicago Business, I'm Mark Horning.
In just a minute, weather and news headlines.
And coming up also, it's our coffee break. Cut, switch, roll the music. Let's see him. Okay, yeah, as we used to say in high school, hey, I got banned this morning. I didn't, but some people did. Rehearsal coming up.
Today we're going to visit the secret fishing hole.
Where would you be without milk? Milk has magnesium for balance, riboflavin for agility. It's remarkably slim on calories, and milk has protein. It boosts your energy.
This is the secret fishing hole?
Sure. Ask anybody. Milk. It does a body good.
That's what's going on at Main South and Park Ridge at 6:46 in the morning. And what's going on here now? It's weather. Brant's here. Took the snow blower out for the first time. I don't think I even had it out last year.
Little cobwebs on it. Yeah, I remember that last year. We did a bunch of stories on no shovel sales, no snowblower sales. You remember that?
Well, Brant can appreciate this. I had a stream going of about 10 feet with the blower because my neighbor was out doing it too, and he had about an 8-footer going, and I wanted to get up higher than him.
You should have seen my snowblower. I sucked in a brick. And I've never seen 5 horsepower come to a screeching halt that fast.
That'll don't reach in and get it out though when that happens.
No, I did that to my finger about 3 years ago, and it's finally normal again.
By the way, you'll know the answer to this question. Whichever way I aimed the stream of snow, it was blowing back in my face yesterday.
Northeast wind. Yeah, you could only blow in one direction. I was backing the thing up, and then it was. You have to learn those little tricks, those snow blowing tricks. The professionals know that stuff, Bob. The amateurs like us, we just don't know.
It's a very manly thing.
I suppose so. I have.
Especially pulling that starter, 15, 20 times. You start to build the biceps up a little bit.
All right, what's the weather, Brant?
Well, the weather today, we've got a little period here that it's going to be the quiet before the next storm system arrives, and we're keeping a very close eye on the next weather system because there's a lot of moisture associated with this one. It's going to be coming up from the Gulf. It could start out as rain or freezing rain as early as late tonight or early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning's rush hour could be quite a bit different than this morning, so be prepared for that. 28 degrees is our current temperature at the lakefront, and our Channel 5 storm watch will continue throughout the day today. Jim Tillman will have the latest information this afternoon. We'll get a better idea on how much moisture this storm will actually deposit on Chicago. This is a time lapse of the last 30 hours. The storm system over the weekend is well off to the northeast. A developing system out here that's moving through Utah that's dumping a couple of feet of snow in the Rockies out there and will move across the plains is our potential snowmaker. Now, the heavy band of snow could be right about here, and you can see all of this moisture is already coming up from the Gulf, so that's really going to fuel the snow machine when it pushes toward Chicago. We already have a winter storm watch from the National Weather Service for the northwest section of Illinois. Now, to give you an idea of how much moisture is coming up, this is also a time lapse of the last 30 hours of just the radar images across the entire United States. Some rains in Phoenix and across Texas. There was some freezing rain across Dallas and into Oklahoma this morning. But look at all this moisture already coming up from the Gulf. This is setting the stage for what could be a very significant snow event across the middle of the country. And it looks like it might start out as rain or freezing rain around Chicago and then become snow by tomorrow afternoon. So we're keeping a close eye on that. Today's high temperature, around 28 degrees. The colder stuff is out to the northwest, and it's still rather warm, even some 40s down in southern Indiana and just the tip of Illinois. So for today, by midday, just cloudy conditions, middle 20s. Winds will be east off the lake at 10 miles per hour. So at least the winds have died down, so it actually feels rather comfortable outside this morning. By afternoon, cloudy, upper 20s, winds east at 10 miles per hour, sunset at 4:41. Make sure you get out today, too, and remove the snow from the walks. Don't wait for Mother Nature to do it for you, because Mother Nature may have a little bit more for us later on. Tonight, the forecast calls for cloudy conditions, a chance of freezing rain, sleet or snow developing late toward dawn. So tomorrow morning's rush could be a problem. Upper 20s, east winds at 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, more of the same, freezing rain, sleet and rain becoming snow by afternoon. Temperatures right near 32, so it's an excellent position for a lot of snow. So we'll keep an eye on this for you. 5-day forecast shows clouds today, that rain event becoming snow tomorrow. Wednesday tapering off the flurries. Thursday and Friday, we might see something that we haven't seen in a while. The sun. How long has it been? So, Bob, get some fresh gas for that snowblower. That's what I'm going to work on today.
We'll do 10 to 7. Thank you, sir. Coffee break time now. This morning, we're going to meet Mike Pressler, the band director at Main South and Park Ridge. Hey, Mike, are you there?
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The rehearsal, the practice is all intense now because you guys are going to Washington, aren't you?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're going to be doing there.
Well, we'll leave a week from today, drive for a day, go sightseeing, and then we'll be playing the entire day of inaugural from about 8 in the morning until about 5 at night.
Now, you have a close relationship, shall I say, with the First Lady. Tell us a little bit about that. She went to high school there.
Hey, wait a minute.
Not you yourself.
Hey,
oh, we
hey.
got all the blushing high schoolers now.
Hey, kids, one more outburst like that, I'll make you practice all day. I'm sorry, Mike.
No problem.
She did go to high school there, right?
Yes, she did. Maine South opened 64, 65, and Hillary Rodham Clinton was in the first graduating class of 1965.
Now, the money for this trip is not coming from anywhere else other than your own pockets, correct?
Basically, that's correct. We do have kind of a patron, if you will. It's a publishing company that's published this march that we're going to play for you in just a bit this morning here, a salute to the First Lady. They're paying for our buses to and from D.C., and other than that, the expenses come out of the students' pockets.
The administration should pay for some of this, shouldn't it?
Well, they're gonna kick in a little bit, and that'll help defray the cost, and we're hoping maybe for some donations elsewhere, too. We won't say no if people want to give us money.
Well, can we hear a little bit of it?
Yeah, let's give Mike a mug, and then you can play a little bit in the breaks for the rest of the program. Mike, reach into the box of mugs, take something for your troubles here, and show it to the camera. And by the way, kids, I want you to work on some Elvis stuff for the president-elect.
No problem. We got Hound Dog ready to go.
Good, all right.
We have a mug from Teletech Video Corp.
Okay, thanks to them, thanks to you. Go ahead and play. Mike Pressler, the band director at Maine South in Park Ridge. Good luck in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
And kids, don't worry about those finals. I'm canceling them while you're doing that. 6:53 right now.
Pick up the letter A.
I can still relate to those teenagers, you know. Coming up, one more thing about why this may turn out to be an important anniversary in Chicago in a moment.
Plus the Chicago area headlines and first birthdays. But first, let's take a look at upcoming high school reunions and numbers to call.
America's best contacts and eyeglasses will beat any eyewear price. Daily wear soft contacts or 2 pair of great eyeglasses complete, including the eye exam. $39.99. At America's Best, get 2 pair of high-fashion eyeglasses or a pair of contacts, $39.99, including the eye exam. Call America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses now.
What is the Buick experience? It's the satisfaction of knowing drivers like you rank Buick #1, like the boldly styled Buick Regal. Regal is ranked #1 in its price class for initial product quality, and Buick LeSabre for performance, safety, dependability, and value for the money. Families across America rank LeSabre Family Car of the Year. The Buick experience. It just keeps getting better at your better Buick dealer.
Hey guys, Happy New Year.
Not so far.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's Empire's New Year's clearance. It's killing us.
Everybody has clearance sales.
Yeah, but not like this. They bring samples right to your home. Take 10 to 50% off, including padding and next day installation, and no payments till May.
Sounds like a pretty hot sale.
Yeah, but it leaves us out in the cold.
588-2300 Empire.
It's great having weekends free, but now the Chicago Tribune is making it even greater for new subscribers. Just order 7-day home delivery at the special introductory rate of $2.50 a week for 8 weeks, and it's like getting weekends free. You save $16. Just call 1-800-443-4100 and charge it to your credit card. That's 1-800-443-4100. It's like getting weekends free. The Chicago Tribune. Now more than ever. It's worth it.
Sample of what Maine South will be playing for the first family and then some. They leave next Monday at about this time for Washington. 5 to 7 right now.
In state and local news at this hour, Palatine police say the investigation into the murders of 7 persons in a fast food restaurant there is expanding beyond present and former employees of that restaurant. Meanwhile, the mayor of Palatine says a fund will be established at a bank there today to help the families of the victims. Classes are resuming at the Grass Lake School in Antioch this morning. Striking teachers there reached agreement on a new contract last night. And in sports, the Los Angeles Kings edged the Blackhawks 5-4 at the stadium last night. Let's move on to first birthdays today.
Happy, happy birthday, baby.
Kyron Anderson of Oak Park. Michael Anthony Marici of Schaumburg. Dylan Matthew Thomas of Chicago. He's a happy one, isn't he? Eric Jeffrey Fish, another happy one of Schaumburg. And Morgan Einbecker. Where's Morgan from? We don't know yet. Kelly Kilpack of Elk Grove Village. And look at here, we've got twins, Wayne and George. Taylor Sims of Wheaton. Eric Matthew Wilson of Chicago. And Gerald Reynolds of Gary. And coming up now, Jim Hill. Where should they write?
Time does not permit us to show all the pictures we get, but we'll do our best. So send your non-returnable photo to us at the NBC Tower. And now back to First Thing in the Morning. And remember, in its just-released study on second-hand airwaves, the FCC has determined that just being in the same room with a First Thing in the Morning viewer can be as hazardous to your health as watching the program yourself.
Interesting. Thank you, Jim Hill. 3 before 7 o'clock. One more thing now about the date today. If you check your new 93 calendar, you're not going to come up with any reason this week of January 11th might be unique in Chicago. So here's a tip. 9 months ago was the Great Flood in the Loop and a blackout downtown. Thousands of people were stranded in various locations with nothing to do. Others were turned away from their offices and sent back home. So what does that have to do with this week, 9 months after the flood? Oh, I don't know, maybe nothing. But then again, just a hunch, but remember you heard it here first. Maybe a few more births at Chicago hospitals this week. Stay tuned for more on the Loop baby boom. See you tomorrow.
Very observant. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye now.
We've got a saying at Thomas's English Muffins. There's a baker behind every nook and cranny. Well, that's me. And I've been proud for a lot of years now to make sure people are getting English muffins that toast up golden brown and that are baked like Mr.
Tomorrow morning.
Why are these members of a grand jury willing to break the law to tell their story? Now they risk prosecution by speaking out to Brian Ross. An exclusive Dateline tonight.
This is CLR. Clear, an amazing product that instantly dissolves calcium and lime stains that you can't scrub away. If your shower head is shooting everywhere but down, dip it in CLR and look at the difference. No amount of scrubbing was able to remove the stains from this coffee decanter, but a little CLR and water gets it crystal clean instantly. Watch how Clear wipes away hard water film from tile. Makes shower doors shine crystal clear. CLR instantly removes unsightly rust stains from your bathtub, sink, and toilet bowl. And nothing cleans your coffee maker, tea kettle, or pots and pans faster or better. Get CLR. It will work for you or your money back.
CLR is available at these fine stores. Please come see us at the Houseware Show in booth number N8070.
Police say a small-town marriage ends in murder on hard copy.